So here we are in South Africa. We're just outside the little town of Stellenbosch. And we're here at the Graff, the winery. And we're on our way to the restaurant Indochine to meet with the chef, Virgil Kahn. And we're here to hear about his way of fusion between South African produce and products and techniques from Indochine. If you were to explain for somebody that's never been here and eaten your food about your style of cooking, what would you say?
Really strong influence of Asia with the true identity of South Africa, because all of the produce and the ingredients that we do use, it is like 90% South African, but with a background of Asia, So if you're in Asia and if you come to South Africa, you will get a true understanding and a feeling that you are having this dish, that you're still there. But if you're South African, you will still feel there's a strong influence of Cape Town or South Africa in there, because it will have all my background with the Cape Malay spices, with the flavors, with the ingredients that we use here, so you will get a true understanding.
How did you get into food in the first place?
My culture, my heritage is all about food. We are Cape Malay, and I think we are from a small age, from a young age already, we are into food, it's big family gatherings, Sunday lunches. Yeah, it's got started at your house, obviously with your parents and your mother,
So what in food was so interesting for you?
If you talk about Cape Malay and growing up in Cape Town, I would say it's just the culture, because the spices, the aromas, the flavors, it's always the different cuisines, the different cultures, because we have Cape Malay on the one side, then we have the Boer on the other side, then we have the African cuisines, the Xhosa cuisines, with different styles of cuisines that we have. It's so multi-racial,
How was your journey in then to the professional kitchen?
And something came up, the Western Grand opened in Cape Town. It's a German company, Arabella Sheraton, and then they did an internship, so that was my first real experience to a professional hotel environment, just being in the kitchen, so I did a year in the pastry, and then moved my way through the kitchens because it was a big operation, so it was a good multi learning curve for me. After my 5 years there, I decided, okay, I need to spread my wings a bit, obviously I took all in what I can from them. So I started with Gordon Ramsay's when Maze opened, so I started there for the first few months. And then when I moved over to Nobu when he opened, so it just opened my eyes, obviously different side of the world, different cuisine, different style of food, and it's just working so well for me, So I worked for Nobu probably just over a year, and then I got an opportunity in Cape Town again. I came back. I got some jobs in Cape Town, but then this thing came up at Delaire, so obviously from then I started here at Delaire. We opened this, the Lodges and Spa. Obviously Mr. Graff had a vision that he wants to do Thai cuisine in the restaurant. I think it's just fun being in this environment, It's always pressurizing, it's always pushing yourself to do something different, to look for something new,
How do you find the right produce or products to be able to create the dishes that you are talking about?
So I think we are quite blessed, obviously being in South Africa, on the West Coast where we got amazing sea life, so like mussels, we got like a lot of stuff going on. And then also we are quite blessed to be, myself, I'm quite blessed to be in the winelands. We work quite well, closely with our suppliers, so we got like suppliers just from down the road that we like really do support when it comes to all the vegetables and sustainability, when it comes to small farming and just like sustaining them, as businesses. And if you go to much more to the ocean side, we got suppliers that we do there, we follow the sachet list, obviously just being very true to following proper methods of getting the stuff what we need, and then obviously with the lamb, there's like obviously people, we are very close with the suppliers, people supplying us with the lamb, so we do know where the stuff is coming from.
To be able to create the fusion kitchen that you have, what are you specifically looking for in each product or produce? Is it the taste, or is it the structure, or is it the origin of the produce?
So when it comes to designing the menu, so obviously we draw inspiration from Indochine. So Indochine has got a few areas, obviously they're all touching. They got Thailand, they got Vietnam, they got Vietnamese, they got like Laos, they got India. So everyone touches touches some part of each other, you know. So that's normally where I get my inspiration from. And so if I do one dish, I try not to fuse them into each other. So you will have like a Japanese dish that's fused with Indian dish, you know. So I try to keep it to that specific origin where it comes. And then for spices, you know, because if I'm gonna work with spices, because spices is so involved in Cape Town, we go out and look for this ingredient, you know, what is the best quality, where, because it's sometimes the big places doesn't have all of this stuff. It's all this hidden away little small stalls and shops that have this stuff, you know. We got one of my sous chefs came back now, he just started with me. He said this is like an amazing small little Indian spice shop, you know, that's in our community, you know, no one knows about them, you know. But they get the most amazing fresh coriander seeds and the most amazing fresh fennel seeds, and chilies are vibrant, you know. So stuff like that really excites me, you know. So we will go look for all of the small things.
So Virgil, with a very strong concept, this fusion idea, Indochine being a very popular place, how do you create this 360 degrees gastronomic experience for the guest when they come here?
The whole experience is supposed to be sensory, you know. It's about architecture, it's about where you are, it's about the environment, it's about the smells, it's about the taste, you know. But that also comes last, you know. But then it's about the people interacting with the waiters, you know. It's about just interacting with the wine sommelier, you know. I think it starts all with that, because they're creating the sensory for you already, you know, because they're building you up to this expectation before the food even arrives to you, you know. And then when it comes to my point of view, when the food arrives to the table, you know, it's all about sensory again, you know. It needs to be looking like really appealing, you know. You're going to look at this food that we're going to put down. Sometimes it's very rustic, sometimes it's really like taken to another dimension, you know, obviously. But we will get that, you know, but the true experience is going to be in the taste, because you expect it to be that, but then it's something like takes you like to another experience, you know, because the flavors that we do, you know, it's like so multi-layeral, you know, obviously, of textures and flavors and feels and stuff that you have in your mouth, you know, that you're eating at the moment, at the time, you know. And then also the creativity that the guys put in there, you know. So it all comes together with that, you know, with the people, with the food, with the environment, with the art.
Indochine is really one of the top restaurants in South Africa, I would say. You always are high up on the ranking lists. They're always packed with people here. They come from a really full-fledged experience. Yeah. When they come here, you have a nice staff here. It's really with a hotel and with a spa, and everything is set. But where will you go from now then?
But yeah, at the moment I see myself still in South Africa, still obviously pushing the boundaries for South Africa, for world destination cuisine, you know, obviously just to put South Africa much strongly on the list. And I would like to be part of that change, you know, obviously in the future, to say that my name is also amongst the people that made change, you know, obviously for international cuisine in South Africa, you know. So yeah, I will still be at Delaire probably next year. There's some exciting new projects happening, and obviously the owner keeps us all on our toes all the time, you know, with new things happening.
If you were to give an advice to a young person that wants to become a chef like yourself, what would that be?
Yeah, be a clean cloth and try to wipe up as much as possible as you can as you move through the kitchen.